Watch the Mega Millions drawing live tonight here on TV23. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. You know what? It's Tuesday, November 10th, 2015. Welcome to High Plains Today on TV23. On today's show, we'll be joined by Clayton Garand and Ron McFarland. They're with Pheasant Heaven Charities in Hugoton. They got a big event coming up on Friday, and we'll be talking to them about that. All right, let's take a look at some happenings around the area. Garden City Police are investigating a death after a man's body was found Friday near the U.S. Highway 50 and 83 bypass. Now, according to Garden City Police Captain Randy Ralston, the body of Joseph Capel, Jr., 53, was found lying in a ditch in the 300 block of North U.S. 50 at about 4:15 p.m. Friday. Police responded to the location after being notified by a passerby. An autopsy has been performed, but results are not yet available. Now, Capel was known to have a serious prior medical history. Police are still investigating, but no foul play is suspected. A registered sex offender living in Kearney County was sentenced yesterday to 20 years in federal prison for distributing child pornography. Mark A. Wireman, 44 of Lakin, pleaded guilty in July to 5 federal counts of distributing child pornography. Prosecutors allege Wireman, who was indicted in Kansas in February, used his email account to send a photograph of a toddler being sexually assaulted by an adult to another man in Michigan. Google identified the photo as child pornography and filed a cyber report. Investigators followed an electronic trail to Wireman, who prosecutors say made unauthorized use of his neighbor's wireless internet service to send the photograph. Today's average for regular unleaded gasoline is the lowest in this date in 7 years and the second lowest for this date in the past decade. It has been an up and down week, but the Kansas average has fallen 26 of the last 30 days, from $2.36 on October 10th to just under $2.13 per gallon today, for a total of nearly 23 cents. The Kansas average is now over a penny lower than a week ago and 22 cents below the price a month ago. Kansas motorists continue to benefit from a substantial discount on what they paid a year ago, nearly 75 cents less. Providers and team members from the Southwest Professional Physicians General Surgery Clinic are now performing treatments and caring for patients at a new location. The General Surgery Clinic reported yesterday on the second floor of the Physician Office Building, 305 West 15th Street, Suite 204 in Liberal. Southwest Medical Center's general surgeons, Dr. Rory Howard and Dr. Jose Maida, have transitioned into the new clinic space with their patient care team. Now, relocating from the former 555 West 15th Street location, the new clinic space is in closer proximity to Southwest Medical Center, adding convenience for patients accessing additional hospital services. Southwest Medical Center's grounds also include a city bus stop near the physician's office building that will be able to bring added benefit to patients with limited transportation. 6 Southwest Kansas school districts seeking emergency aid for large drops in the 2015 property valuations received a combined total of close to $3 million in funding from the State Finance Council yesterday. Superintendents from Ashland, Hugoton, Ulysses, Lakin, Scott City, and Holcomb, along with superintendents from 10 other districts in the state, sought emergency aid for large drops in property valuations in 2015. Now, according to a press release from Governor Brownback's office, the council approved a total of $2,978 and for those districts seeking aid due to a reduction in oil and gas valuations. And finally, Governor Sam Brownback will pull money from the state's highway fund and other sources after state economists projected a $118 million budget shortfall last Friday. Even after those adjustments, the state is projected to have a cash balance of $5.6 million at the end of June and to face a shortfall of $175.6 million for 2017. Asked whether the state budget is in the red, Budget Director Sean Sullivan replied, "Depends on what you look at. We're basically at zero right now, so yes." Senate Minority Leader Anthony Hensley, a Democrat from Topeka, said the legislature would start the 2016 session basically We were at the beginning of the 2015 session facing the question of how to right the state finances. Same old song, different day. That's a look at what's happening around the area. Stick around. We're going to be back with a breezy forecast after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
You want to feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here, 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 and here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Looking up to the northeast on the TV23 tower cam, you know, it looks pretty nice out there, but as they say, looks can be deceiving. Let's take a look at our temperatures and readings here at the station. Right now it's 60 degrees, 51% humidity. Winds are out of the south-southeast at 5. Remember that. South-southeast at 5. Barometric pressure is falling. As we look at the current temps around the area, everybody's in the 50s and 60s. Now, this is going to be the last warm day for a day or two. See Guyman at 72, Perryton at 70, but everybody else pretty much in the 60s and 50s. Oh, Hayes up there in the 40s. Looking at our current dew points around the area, pretty much nothing out of the ordinary there. Everybody in the 30s and 40s. Right now, the winds, you look, they're a little bit out all over everywhere. There is a low trough sitting about out here. So the winds are going to be doing some goofy stuff for a while, as you can see. But everybody, the highest winds right now that we're looking at, Perryton 16 out of the southwest. Look at our highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Municipal Airport yesterday. 63 was the high, 82 back in 2012. 37 the overnight low, 12 degrees back in 1950. No measurable precipitation in the bucket overnight. All right, today, here we go. 68 degrees for the high. Winds are going to be out of the south-southeast at 11 miles an hour. Tonight, it's going to be partly cloudy, 42 degrees. Remember that temperature. Winds are going to be out of the south-southeast at 18. They're going to be switching around to the west because here it comes. Tomorrow, the high is going to be 48. And that's going to be achieved about mid-afternoon because it's going to start going down from there. Winds are going to be out of the west-southwest at 32. Going to be, there they come, coming around to the northwest at 43, gusting up to 60. Pretty much the western third of Kansas is in a high wind warning or high wind watch. In fact, northeastern or northwestern Kansas, blizzard warning up there. 29 degrees, the overnight low. Winds are going to be out of the west-northwest at 20. They're going to be laying down a little bit to 13 miles an hour. Looking at our 7-day, you can see tomorrow is going to be the cold day. Then we're going to have a gradual warm up as we move into the weekend. So we'll get back into the 50s and 60s. Lows are going to be in the 20s and 30s. That's a look at the weather. We'll be back with the markets after this.
So I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm home. This is the place. Everybody here knows it. This is the place. Oh, it's home to me and you. Yeah, this is the place.
Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV23.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're gonna be hanging out a little bit more.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism, 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
And welcome back. Hey, here they are. I'm joined by Clayton Garand and Ron McFarland. They are with Pheasant Heaven Charities, located in Hugoton, Kansas. You guys got a big deal coming up on Friday night.
Yes, we do.
And I'm sure, but it's going to start earlier for you guys than that.
It will.
Okay. All right. Thanks for being
here. It's already started.
Thanks for being here today. All right. Tell me a little bit about, you've got, we're going to call it the Calf Fry, Beef Feed, and Pig Roast 2015 coming up on Friday. And you're going to start serving food at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
Okay, so if I was in Hugoton and I wanted to come to this baby at 4 o'clock, where do I go?
210 East First Street, Great Plains Gas Compression Building, probably the biggest building other than a school in Hugoton.
By far. So you got plenty of room, then, is what you're saying.
We'll have 1,200 chairs.
Okay, that'd be plenty of room. All right. Okay, so tell me a little bit about Pheasant Heaven Charities.
Well, Pheasant Heaven Charities started
2004.
Before that, there was a group of guys that just kind of got together on pheasant season, and they'd throw a little deal for this and that and the other, and it got to be so big that one year we had a local nurse die and pass away suddenly, and we decided that we'd just take up a donation for her. That's how this thing got started. And I think we raised $4,300 just by setting out a jar for a meal. And then it just got going a little further. Decided we better become legal at it, and formed a 503c.
501c3.
Okay, so people wouldn't think that you guys were pocketing the money. Is that what you did? Okay,
No.
Gotcha. All right.
And the first year it was $4,300 raised, and the 4 guys who put that on ate all the expense, donated that $4,300 to this girl's family, and they started a nursing scholarship with that money.
Wow.
The second year,
so that's all right.
The second year, it started the same way, the same 4 guys plus one other, and they raised a total of a little over $8,000, and they split the money between this young lady's scholarship fund and another scholarship for a young man from Derby whose grandparents were from Hugoton, and he was killed in Iraq. His mother grew up in Hugoton, so we split the money between the two, and then, as Ron said, they donated the money the second year also, and one of those guys got a few of us together and decided that if we can donate this much money every year for this kind of funding, so can other people. So he come up with a plan. This young man's name is Brad Musgrove.
Yes.
And we all laughed at him. We thought he was crazy, but he come up with the plan of donating $1,000 a year and becoming a partner with this group called Pheasant Heaven Charities Incorporated. Right now, we have 165 crazy people who have committed to $1,000 a year, and those first 4 people are still in this. They're still on the board. We have 10-member board now, and like I said, 165 certified nuts. That
well,
have
I don't
committed.
think you'd call it nuts.
No, it's a good deal.
And Ron, you were one of the founding members, correct?
I was one of the original 4.
You're one of the 4.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Did they assign you guys numbers like 1, 2, 3? You're like number 3.
No, we
or
don't.
anything?
We're all equal.
Okay.
We're all
all right.
equal.
All right.
We
I
just have to
checking
be stuck with the board member. We have to call the shots, and keep in mind, there is not one dime, one penny, one nickel that's paid to anybody in this organization.
Sure.
100% of what we raised is given back to the community, whether it's in scholarships, whether it's a benevolence committee, whether it's anybody that's financially in need, medical, whatever, all of it. Not one nickel stays in anybody's pocket. Clayton and I didn't even get paid to drive over here today. We did it on our own time.
And I appreciate you doing that too.
Yes.
You got some nice vests too.
Well,
and by the way,
and
you
for
can get
$42,
for $42, you too can have one of these vests. They're very, very
just
nice.
like we paid.
They're very, very nice. Okay.
Like we paid.
So, in the since 2004 though, You guys have raised a little over $2 million.
That's
$2
correct.
million.
$2 million.
And you have, just in your scholarships alone, you have what, 80 to 100 people apply for scholarship help every year?
Right.
Through Pheasant Heaven?
We have a committee of 10 people who review those scholarships, and they'll get normally in the neighborhood of 100 scholarships from school districts within 50 miles of Hugoton. We had to have a starting radius, and we've started there. So they'll get nearly 100 every year, or sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less.
And you also have the benevolent committee, and you have there's a cancer one called.
We just started this year, Love from Above. It's a division of Pheasant Heaven Charity. We get so many people needing help and funding with cancer that we started this. Over half of the requests coming to the benevolence committee was due to cancer patients. Now, this is not money that goes to the National Cancer Society, good organization. This is money that stays right here locally and is used for people in their cancer treatments, in their cancer care, in that type of expenses.
Okay, I
Loss of
understand that, yeah.
income, that kind of stuff. It's not donated to.
You're not sending the
research
money
no.
to the American Cancer Society in Washington or anything like that.
That is correct.
Okay, so the calf fry and beef feed and all that, the food, now when it starts on Friday, that's a free will. I mean, that's not going to cost you anything if you want to show up. You just show up, and it's just free will. I mean, if you want to give them $100, you can give them $100. If you want to pay $10, give them $10. It doesn't matter, correct?
That's correct.
But the big thing is you have a silent auction and a live auction, or just a silent?
That's correct. Silent auction, a live auction. We have raffle tickets. We have all kinds of ways that we can take. You can give us money.
I mean,
we'll take your money in a lot of ways.
You have art for sale. You have shotguns for sale. I saw there was a girl's pink .22 rifle on there. There is, and we're showing some of it now. I mean, you have all kinds of stuff that people can bid on and take home, right?
Yes, yes.
This is a family event. It's not a guy's deal. It's for the whole family.
Sure.
For the wives, the children, everybody.
Well, and I know you guys have got, I am really impressed. You guys have raised over $2 million. All your money is staying locally. You're helping, and I wonder, and there's probably a lot of people out there that didn't know that Pheasant Heaven Charities existed.
That's true. We have that, commonly we're mistaken for Pheasants Forever.
Sure.
And it's a great organization. And we don't want to take anything away from anybody else and what they're trying to do. But ours is local. It's all benevolent giving or scholarships. And like Ron said, we have no paid anything.
It's all volunteer.
It's all volunteer.
In fact, you guys are going to start preparing food and stuff tomorrow night, right?
That's
correct. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
We'll be marinating meat tomorrow night, and then Thursday night, if you'd like to help, at Passmore Brothers' place, we'll be cleaning and cutting 800 pounds of nuts.
That's a bunch.
That's a bunch.
All right. Well, and I hope you guys, I tell you what, I want you to take a bunch of pictures and get them to me so that we can tell everybody next week how you did and how much fun everybody missed out on.
I'd like to say one other thing.
Sure.
When we talk local, we don't mean Hugoton, Kansas.
Sure.
We target people 50 miles in the radius of Hugoton, Kansas. Sublette, Liberal, Elkhart, Rolla, Ulysses, anybody. That is our focus on where we're at.
All right.
Local doesn't mean the money stays in Stevens County.
Good point. Thanks, Ron.
Thank you.
Clayton, thanks for coming over today.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate the time.
Yeah, we're going to have to do this again. Next time, bring me something to eat. Maybe? Okay.
Okay,
never
do
mind.
that. Come get it.
Okay.
Come get it Friday night.
All right, fine. Okay. Thanks, guys. And stick around. We'll be back with some sports after this.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm people around here. That's how it is. It's so clear. Letting it show. I've been around.
feel connected, at one with your world. Informed, included, and inspired. So no matter where you are, when important things happen, we're here at all hours, in the moment, on every screen in your life. Your local TV and radio broadcasters. We investigate and inform, give back to the community, build the local economy, even save lives. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information. And unlike any other news source, we're here. 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 And here. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
And guess what? We're back. I wasn't ready to be back, but we're back. Hey, let's talk some sports. University of Missouri System President Timothy W. Wolf resigned yesterday at an emergency board of curators meeting following weeks of protests over his leadership. Now, a well-publicized hunger strike from a student and promises from the football players that they would not participate in team activities until he stepped down. Now, Wolf issued his resignation in a short, emotional statement in which he urged the campus community to use his resignation to heal and start talking again. And in the NFL, Zach Miller made a one-handed grab of a 25-yard touchdown pass from Jay Cutler with 3:19 to go, and the Chicago Bears beat the San Diego Chargers 22-19 last night. Now the Bears are 3-5. They snapped a 2-game losing streak. Poor San Diego, they are 2-7. They have lost 5 in a row. And the Russians, hey, guess what? They may be barred from next year's Olympics because of doping. Does that surprise anybody? Nah, not me. Hey, let's take a last look at our weather before we get out of here. And the wind starts blowing. It is 62 degrees, relative humidity 50%. Winds right now are out of the south at 4. Barometric pressure is falling, but it's coming. Tomorrow, we've got a high wind watch for our viewing area. And then they're going to be out of here pretty much tomorrow night. On Thursday, we're going to start climbing back up into the 50s and 60s by the weekend. Go out and make it a great Tuesday every day. Today, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Call your cable operator.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.